All right, so we got to our Airbnb maybe like 30 minutes ago or so. We've just been unpacking and relaxing because from Chicago it's a long flight. It's about 12 hours, so we're just a little tired after that. And then we decided to take the subways from Haneda to our Airbnb. So we took 3 different subways to get here. So with our luggage and kind of jamming in with everybody, we made it, but it was definitely kind of a, extra leg of the journey. So we were just, unpacking, chilling in the massage chair, kind of just relaxing for a few minutes. And then now our plan is to head out to Shibuya, since we're in the Shibuya area right now. So obviously Paige's never been in Tokyo, so we'll show her around Shibuya, which I think look extra cool at night. And that'll probably be it for tonight. We'll probably grab some dinner. And then tomorrow we got a big day ahead of us. So we'll probably save a lot of our energy for tomorrow, but looking forward to being back in Tokyo and showing Paige around tonight. That's Big Page, my favorite ramen place in Tokyo on the first night. After exploring Shibuya for a bit and grabbing dinner, we were pretty tired from our flight, so we decided to call it a night and head back to our Airbnb. Convenience stores are very popular in Japan, so we stopped by one to get food before starting our second day itinerary. Paige and I just booked up our first convenience store haul of the trip. Are you excited?
Yes. First bite.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's good, right?
Way better than Dom's.
Oh yeah. Way better than Dom's. Alright, so we're here on our first full day in Tokyo. Where we're staying is in Shibuya City, but it's pretty close to like Yoyogi Park, Harajuku. So we're gonna walk around those areas first, and then from there we'll see how much time we have left. Maybe grab lunch, and we're in the bike lane.
I looked down and I was like, we're in the bike lane.
Oopsies.
We're gonna get hit by a bike.
You may already know this, but if you're gonna come to Tokyo in the summer, it is hot. So just pack good clothes for walking around in the heat, bring a lot of water, sunscreen. I think basically every day we're here, it's going to be in the mid-90s, if not a little higher than that, and it's humid, so just something to be aware of if you are going to come to Tokyo in the summer. But overall, there are some cool summer festivals that you can attend, which makes up for that, and I think we're going to try to attend a few while we're out here. But yeah, for right now, we're going to check out a couple of the parks near us, a couple of the shrines, Harajuku, maybe make our way to the Imperial Palace later. And then if we have time, maybe we'll make it up to the Senso-Ji temple, and if not, we'll save that for tomorrow. Yeah, look good. It's like the one we had last night.
That's awesome.
After walking down Takeshita Street in the Harajuku district, the Meiji Jingu shrine was really close by, so we decided to check that out next. Our next stop was the Shinjuku Gion National Garden. After getting rained down a little bit at the Gion Garden, our last stop of the day was to check out the iconic Tokyo Tower. After exploring a bit of Tokyo during the day and night, we headed back to our Airbnb to rest up for more adventures the next day. We started our second day by hopping back on the train and heading to the famous Tsukiji Fish Market for a guided tour.
Oh, this is so good.
This is so good because the high rank of the beef here. A5 rank is a top quality.
看到一个安静的地方，好好。
Very good. Wow. After our tour of the fish market, we made our way over to Senso-Ji Temple, which is the oldest temple in Tokyo. Alright, so we got back a little bit ago from our day 2 adventures. So we went to Takeshita Fish Market in the morning. We had a tour of it, which was awesome. We got to try a lot of cool foods, walk around the market a little bit. So that was a lot of fun. Then we made our way up to Senso-Ji Temple, which was really cool. I went there last time, but it was the first time obviously Paige got to see it, so she really loved it. And it was starting to get a little hot around that time, so we didn't spend too much time at Senso-Ji, but it was awesome to see nonetheless. And then finally we made our way over to the Sky Tree, went up to both decks. So if you're going for the first time, I think it's worthwhile to go to both decks. I think, you go about 350 meters, you get up to the first deck, and then for the second deck you go up another 100. And then you get an even better view from up there. So it was really cool to see that. But after the Sky Tree, we were a little bit tired. It started raining, as you can kind of see here. So we decided to go back to our Airbnb, essentially just relax for a little bit, unwind. And later on, my friend Zach is actually playing at a jazz shop. Somehow he got invited to go play, which is pretty cool. So we're going to go check that out. Looking forward to see what the rest of the day has in store. On our third day, we headed over to the Akihabara district, which is known for its arcades, electronics, and anime-themed stores. Alright, so we're at Akihabara now. We played some games earlier at an arcade, the Gigo arcade I think it was called, that we went into. And now we're kind of just walking around the different alleys. Our plan for today is we're going to go to the Imperial Palace next. After the Imperial Palace, we might just hang around, grab some food. Then later on tonight, we're going to actually attend a summer festival. Hopefully our friend Tatsuru will be able to join us. He's actually getting married tomorrow, so schedules might be a little bit tight. That'll be a plan for tonight, and then everyone's finally in Tokyo. So Brent's here along with Gabby. We met up with Elias and Sarah yesterday and Zach, and we're all in Tokyo for the next few days, so we'll try to see some of our friends, hang out with them for a little bit. And yeah, it's warm, but after a few days, you kind of get used to it. So again, pack some good hot weather clothes and drink a lot of water. You should be okay. After walking around the gardens of the Imperial Palace, we met up with our friend Tatsuru and got the chance to catch up with him for a little bit before going to see a traditional Japanese summer festival. The next day was a very special one, as we were able to celebrate two of our good friends getting married. And my friend Zach, who played on the piano earlier, he actually was really into anime too, and Tatsuru was one of the only Japanese students in our school, so Zach really wanted to be friends with Tatsuru as well. But for some reason, his initial attempts didn't go super well, so when he found out I had befriended Tatsuru, he was just like, how did you do it? What did you say? After the wedding, we went to purchase our bullet train tickets for Kyoto and then headed over to the Digital Art Museum, Team Lab Planets.
Is it recording?
It is recording.
New fan, who this?
So we are on the way to Team Lab right now. We're here a little bit early. One of my coworkers, Brian, said there's a good ramen place, a vegan ramen place, like within the Team Lab building or just across the street. So we're gonna check that out first, grab some lunch before going into Team Lab. we got the Shinkansen tickets earlier, and what we learned is if you're within the train station itself, all the kiosks we went to, and even like the ticket office that we waited in line for, basically all those stations only sold same-day tickets. But what one of the attendants told us is we actually have to leave the station, and just outside the station, when you scan out with your transit card, there's a bunch of kiosks and ticket offices there as well. And when you go to those can sell you tickets in advance for other days. But everything within the station itself, at least from what we experienced, what we found, they will only sell you same-day tickets. So if you want to buy Shinkansen tickets for a day in the future, make sure you leave the station, and just outside the train station itself, there's a bunch of kiosks, ticket offices, and they should be able to sell you some train tickets for days in the future. We then headed over to grab dinner with Tatsuro and his wife, Minami. After dinner, Tatsuro and Minami took us to a nearby karaoke bar where we sang our hearts out to some of our favorite songs.
I'm working late, 'cause I'm a singer. Oh, you look so cute, wrapped around my finger. I twisted you were, think of that so often. My honeybee, come and get this pollen.
This concluded our first week in Japan. The next day, we took a bullet train to spend a few days in Kyoto. So we just got to our hotel in Kyoto. We're staying at the Hyatt Regency in Kyoto, close to the Gion district, and it's a beautiful hotel. So we have a nice view of the garden out there. So I think you can go down and like walk around it from what I'm seeing. I think I see like a staircase and a trail around it. So we'll probably go check that out at some point on this trip to Kyoto. But our main plan for today is we have a coffee experience that the hotel puts on. That's going to be, I believe, in about 30 minutes or so. So we're going to go do that, and then we're going to go explore the Gion district. So the Hyatt Regency, it's close to the historic Old Town district, so we'll walk around that a little bit, go to Kiyamizu-dera, the Yazaka shrine. I think we have a few other shrines on the list. If we don't knock those out today, we're here for 3 days, so we'll be able to knock it out a little bit later. And then, just explore what Kyoto has to offer. Our plan for our second day in Kyoto was to first head over to the Fushimi Inari Shrine, then make our way over to the Arashiyama district to check out the bamboo forest and monkey park, and then finish the day off at the Kinkakuji temple. Alright, so we're at Fushimi Inari right now. It's just past 8 actually, so we got here maybe 15-20 minutes ago at 7:40. Last time I think we got here like later in the morning, maybe 10 or 11 a.m. and it was packed. I mean, the higher you go up, the less people there are in. But we got here like relatively early, not super early, and you can see it's pretty empty, so highly recommend getting here early if you can. But overall, the higher you go, you should get some shots where there's really no one in the background.
It's nice and air conditioned over here.
Yeah, but I think we're starting to get used to it a little bit. Today's not too bad. It's only 90.
Only.
Right, only 90. But we're just outside of the gates of Ginkakuji Temple. We were at Kinkakuji yesterday, along with a few other temples. We're going to wait for our friend Zach to meet us, and then after that, we have a bit of a lighter day today, so we're going to go to Ginkakuji, and then we're like relatively close to the Kyoto Imperial Palace. We're going to go there after. Then we're going to go check out the Nintendo store, which I might be most excited for this time around. And then we're going to do some souvenir shopping in the Gion district to get some souvenirs.
Yep.
So, but yeah, we'll, thankfully I think today not supposed to get too warm. I think like high like 90 or like low 90s, which is hot, but not as hot as it's been, so it should be okay. And then, yeah, we've overall just lucked out with the weather in terms of there's been no rain at all, which has been nice. So, yeah, without further ado, we'll wait for Zach, and then we'll head inside the temple.
One thing I will say, I would highly, highly, highly recommend matcha. That's all.
On our last day in Kyoto, we woke up a bit earlier to beat some of the crowds and do some last-minute souvenir shopping before heading back to Tokyo. Alright, so we just got to the third and last Airbnb of the trip. Kind of sad because this is the feeling that you get that where you know like a vacation's almost over. But we still have a few more days here, so the plan is we're going to spend a lot of time with Tatsuru. Now that he's done with the wedding, he's more free, so we're going to grab dinner with him tomorrow. We actually have a Mount Fuji tour booked tomorrow, so we're going to do that. On Saturday, we're going to hang out with Tatsuru again, go to a firework festival here in Tokyo. And then on Sunday, we're going to go to the baseball game and then grab dinner. But we got a lot of activities, a bit more, I guess, like fun group activities, which I'm looking forward to.
No, it's Tatsuru quality hangout time.
It's Tatsuru quality hangout time, which you can't get enough of when you're in Tokyo, right? And then the nice thing, though, about this Airbnb is even though it's the last one, we do get a beautiful view behind us. We got a nice penthouse Airbnb, if you will. It's only on the 5th floor, but it's higher than a lot of the buildings in our neighborhood. And you do get like a nice, beautiful view of the skyline around you, which is great. And then one thing I will say about Tokyo is, although it's the biggest city in the world, it is pretty quiet, actually. I don't know how well you guys can hear it through the camera, but it's very quiet, even just being kind of in the depths of Shibuya, basically. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, so we're just gonna grab some sushi tonight. We just got back from Kyoto, probably just hang low, and then we have a busy day tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to spending the rest of the weekend with Tatsuru.
Exactly what Zach said. It's good. It's like a teriyaki ball.
Sweet though. It's like, that's the best way I could describe it.
Okay, so we're at Hakone now. We were at Lake Kawaguchiko earlier. Did like a speedboat this time, which was really cool. And now it's a bit cloudier, but when we were actually at Mount Fuji, it was pretty sunny, which was nice. So we got a good view of the mountain. Now that we're here in the summer, you actually can't, there's no snow on the mountaintop. So it's still nice to look at, but arguably maybe a little bit prettier if you come earlier in the year or in the winter. Apparently is what our tour guide told us is actually a popular time to come because you can see a good amount of snow on the mountaintop, which is pretty cool. But now it got a little cloudier, but it's still relatively nice out. So we're gonna go down the mountain, and at the bottom of the mountain there's another lake where you could take a boat ride, which we'll be doing, and then we're gonna head back to Tokyo. So we're at the last kind of like 2 main attractions of the trip, but it's been a great time so far, and hopefully the weather holds up for the remainder of it. But then after that we have some dinner plans with Tansuru, which I'm looking forward to.
Ahoy, matey! I don't know what else to say.
すいません、俺の名前はパイロットですが、海賊王におらなる。おー。
Engine summer!
I think their pirate impressions be so-so, eh? That was sick. How was it?
Excellent. Oishii desu.
Oishii desu.
Oishii desu. Oishii desu.
You like it?
The spicy one's really good. It's not too spicy.
Oh, really? That's good.
After having shabu shabu for dinner, we went to go see one of the highest ranked fireworks shows in Tokyo. On our last day in Japan, we went to a famous ramen place for lunch, then headed over to watch a baseball game in the Tokyo Dome, and ended the day with a delicious Japanese barbecue dinner.
Don't record me trying to cut it. I'm having such a hard time.
Do you guys like it? Alright, so we're just about done packing up on our final day here in Tokyo and in Japan, unfortunately. We have our flight, the timing's kind of weird. We have an early checkout from our Airbnb, so you have to be out of here at 10 a.m., so in about an hour. And our flight isn't until 5:15 p.m., and we can't also check our bags until I think about 2.5 hours before our flight. So we might, our plan is we're pretty close to Shinjuku, so we'll probably go over to Shinjuku, maybe do some last minute souvenir shopping, and then from there, what we'll do, maybe we'll grab a lunch, hang out at a cafe with our bags. Zach's going to join us most likely. And then from there, maybe around like early afternoon, maybe like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., we'll head over to Haneda. Overall, it's been a great trip. Definitely like a little bit different, I think in a better way than the trip last year. If you haven't watched that video, I'll put the link in the description, so be sure to check that out. But overall, fantastic trip. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And it's funny now when, whenever you have a trip ending, it's always just like, all right, what are we up to next? So we'll probably start planning the next trip soonish. So we'll see where that takes us. But I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Top 3 moments.
Top 3? Oh my gosh. Well, first the wedding. Second, probably karaoke.
Nice.
And then third, I don't know. I feel like that's hard. I think just like walking around and like seeing the city. That's a basic answer.
Which city?
Tokyo.
Tokyo?
Because I feel like there's so much stuff that you could stumble upon. Like yesterday, like we walked through like the market, and we didn't realize that there was like a summer fest going on there, so that was fun. Just seeing all the different people, places, everything.
All right, so Zach, what was your favorite part of the trip?
Yeah, I got 2 things that stand out. Right, obviously Tatsuru's wedding, excellent, right?
Yeah.
But one that was kind of off the beaten path was playing at a jazz club in Shinjuku.
Oh yeah, that was,
just from
that was
mingling
sick.
with people, and I got invited to play on stage. I didn't see that in the cards, right? Because everything else, it's pretty even. Everything was cool, but that's gonna stand out in my memory for a long time. That I played jazz piano with some random people in Japan. So, yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a big page of my favorite ramen place in Tokyo on the first night. Even though it's like 95 degrees.
Ready?